Hello everyone. I'm Roy and welcome back. Today I'll be reading What About Theia by Trans Ace with a Pan. Chapter 2. Earth woke up with a start, gasping for breath as he looked around wildly, his eyes as wide as saucers as he took deep breaths, threading his hands through his hair. "You're finally awake," a nasally voice spoke. Earth looked over to his companion and only moon, Luna. "I tried waking you up, but you were out cold," Luna continued, fluttering around his parent planet as he spoke. "You scared me half to the other side of the universe when you shifted into your human form." Earth watched him with a tired look in his eyes. "Moon, I almost considered getting Mars, or maybe even Jupiter to help me wake you up." Moon, "Unfortunately, they're both busy. Something about Planet X or something?" Moon rambled. "Luna!" Earth yelled, prompting his moon to look up at him. "Yes, Earth?" "I'm fine, all right? It was only a nightmare." Earth shrugged it off as he returned to his spherical form. "Only a nightmare. What kind of nightmares have you screaming bloody murder, Earth? I bet half the solar system could hear it." "Now you're exaggerating." Earth rolled his eyes. "Sure, but still, is there something wrong?" Luna looked at him worriedly. "Something you're not telling me?" Flashes of his recent nightmares popped up in his mind as he thought about it. "I'm sure, buddy. I'm completely fine." Luna looked unsure. "You would tell me if something's wrong, right?" "Of course." "You promise?" Earth hesitated, biting his lip. He lightly sighed. "I promise." Luna gave him a look before floating away to talk to Mercury nearby. "Hey, Earth!" "Whoa!" Earth jumped, spinning around to meet Mars. "Mars? Didn't Luna say you were with Jupiter?" "I was. But then..." Mars winced. "Let's just say you do not want to be stuck with a big fella like him in the Kuiper Belt." Earth noticed a few additional bumps on Mars' surface and made the lively planet smirk. Let me guess. You took every hit?" "It's not like I wanted to. Every asteroid passed through him and hit me." There was a laugh on the other side of the asteroid belt. "I apologized 1,000,000 times, Mars. You should have known that I don't have a true surface." Yeah, that was my bad." Mars rolled his eyes, glaring at the gas giant on the other side. "Anyways, Earth..." Mars got out his deck of cards, flipping through them as he gave his friend a questioning look. "I discovered a new card game that we could play. If you want to, of course." "Sounds fun. I'm in." Earth bounced in place as he got out his own deck. Jupiter watched them play, acting as a commentator and mediator. Saturn appeared beside him, also deciding to sit and watch. "Aha! I won!" Earth exclaimed as he tossed his 2 cards forward, their faces donning jokers. "You're forgetting one thing, pal." Mars smirked when Earth looked confused. "A hand with all aces can counter your win." "Yeah, but it's not like..." "Wait." Earth realized a moment too late as Mars dropped his cards, revealing 2 ace of spades. Earth winced. "No! That's not fair!" "Oh, harsh blow," Saturn muttered. "Sorry, Earth." "Looks like Mars wins this one," Jupiter spoke. Earth grumbled under his breath. "Congratulations." "Come on, don't be like that." Mars glanced around. We can still play asteroid dodge." Earth froze, his eyes widening. "What'd you say?" "Asteroid dodgeball." Mars looked at him. "You know, the only game you're good at." "Hey!" Earth pushed him away with his gravity. "I was only kidding." Mars laughed. "Mostly." "That's it," Earth huffed, grabbing an asteroid from the belt. "Yeah, that's the spirit." The other planet yelped as he dodged an asteroid, taking hold of a few rocks. "Reckless idiots," Venus muttered at the display. "Let me show them how it's done." Mercury and Luna watched from a distance as Venus started pulling asteroids into his orbit. Luna bit his lip, watching as Earth barely dodged asteroids. A second later, and Dad would be... The gray moon shook his core. No. I can't think like that. He'll be fine. Mercury glanced over at the sun, praying that the giant star wouldn't look over to see everyone outside of their orbits. This was exhilarating for Earth. He was playing his favorite sport with his two best friends. Nothing could... Earth! Mars and Luna's voices knocked him out of his stupor. The lively planet looked up just in time to see an asteroid heading towards him. He thought back to the moon revolution, back to when he forced Mars and Venus to play against each other, back to when he used Luna as a shield, back to... Earth went stock still as his eyes widened. A brown planet with kind eyes crossed his mind. Those eyes, the same ones that had been haunting his dreams since the revolution. "Why are you looking at me with those eyes?" he thought. Everything went in slow motion as he felt himself being dragged through the atmosphere and out of the way of the stray asteroid. He spun on his axis before stopping to face the sun. "Ow!" Mars grunted, letting the asteroid knock into him. Venus floated up, a wince on his face. "That looked like it hurt." The desert planet glared at him. "Venus, you almost hit Earth." Venus rolled his eyes before heading towards Earth. "Hey, Earth, just wanted to, apologize or whatever for almost hitting you. If you and Mars weren't such reckless idiots, then maybe it wouldn't have happened." "Venus," Mars deadpanned. "What? It's the truth." "This is where it happened, didn't it?" muttered Earth. What?" Venus and Mars looked at their friend, who was staring at the sun. "Theia," Earth spoke her name softly. End notes. Bit of Planet Humans. These chapters are shorter than my other stories, but I'm not planning on making this story long. Comments are appreciated. And that was the end of chapter 2. I hope you enjoyed. Bye!